Okay, so you've given up. Now what? Are you going to go back to your shit life? Just think about what the alternative is. When you are thinking of giving up and then you actually give up, just think about what you're giving up in order to like get, right? Because you are giving up something to get something. What are you going to get? You're just going to get the same existence that you were trying to escape from in the first place, right? Let's just say you're trying to become financially free. You start business after business. You do Etsy, you do drop shipping, you do Amazon, you do YouTube, you do set up Instagram accounts, you set up crypto, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. You fail at every single one down the line. Do you just decide, okay, now, because I've tried 6 or 7 different businesses, that I'm gonna just give up and go back to working a 9 to 5 job, let's just say you're 20, for the next 45 years until I retire and then live off a state pension? Is that the alternative that you're gonna sacrifice the rest of your life for? That's what you have to think about when you are thinking of giving up. We all think about giving up. We all come to crossroads where it gets a little bit too tough, or it gets a little bit mundane, or the passion leaves us and we fall out of love with it, or wherever it is, right? But what else is the alternative? You feel that way, or you go and get a shitty job somewhere. Let's just say you're on a diet. Gym is very relatable, right? You go to the gym, you work out, you exercise. Let's just say you do that for 3 weeks and you're like, all right, cool, I'm eating chicken, rice, broccoli every single day. I'm like lifting weights every single day. This is great, but like I'm done with it. I'm kind of like bored. I want to switch up my exercise regime. I want to switch up my eating program, like eating intake as well, right? What's going to happen is you're going to fuck up your results because you've quitted on the process that is losing weight or gaining muscle, whichever one you're kind of focused on. By alternating off the path, you kind of give up on that path and you're only going to go back down to where you were. You're going to probably be like, oh, you know what, now's a cheat day, now's a cheat week, now's a cheat month, and you're like 2 steps back from where you first started from, right? Whereas if you just like consistently never gave up with it, how can it be unreasonable that you would get a 6 pack after a year if you just kept doing what you needed to do every single day, chipping away at it, eating the right fruits, exercising every single day? You wouldn't, right? It's unreasonable. You would just get exactly the results you're looking for. Let's say with YouTube, if you upload every single day for 1,000 days, it's unreasonable that you would get 10 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers by just putting in the work, constantly getting better at every single video you upload. Over 1,000 days, so over 3 years, it's unreasonable to say that you wouldn't succeed in some aspect, whether that's views, whether that's subscribers, whether that's you get monetized, you get AdSense, you get sponsored content, whether you just learn something in the process. It's unreasonable to say that, and if you're getting better at each video that you put out, you're like the chances of you making it are just high, right? Because you're not giving up. You're gonna persist until you break that wall down. There, of course, is a wall in front of everything that you want to do, whether it's the diet, it's the money, whether it's building a business, whether it's pursuing that girl. But it's a matter of like when you get to that wall, let's just say you speak to that pretty girl. Do you not speak to her? Do you chicken out? Do you run away? Do you like get there and then she says, oh, I don't speak to losers, and you lose your cool and then you like get all flustered and then like fuck it up that way? Whereas if you were just like, all right, let me persist through this. I know it's tough. I know it's like, I feel like giving up right now. But if I persist through this, maybe she'll be like, you know what? That was only a test anyway. And he passed it because, yeah, I said, fuck off, loser, or whatever. But he held his frame. He was there. He was looking at me deep in the eyes. And I was like, look, I'm not going to play with your silly games. I'm just here to continue talking to you. If you want to go, cool. If you don't want to go, cool. And then she may pick that up and be like, you know what? Actually, he's quite cool. You've got past that wall, that resistance that everyone kind of shows, and now you've got to the other side and you're like, yeah, okay, cool, you didn't give up. Now you've actually earned a spot to be able to kind of like talk longer and let her learn a bit more about you, you learn a bit more about her. That's just one example. The gym, we've been over that. A business, we've been over that. It's like everything you want in life is on the other side of giving up. If you give up, that is, you're literally like, what's the alternative? You're just going to go back to the shit existence you had. If you don't give up, that's where your whole life can change.